Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the winter season of TVL Sports Net, the show keeping you up to date with the Tri-Valley League. I'm your host, Tom Nappy. On today's edition, we have all kinds of happenings around the TVL, so without further ado, let's get to some of the latest TVL headlines. Congratulations to Medfield boys hockey on clinching the TVL small title. This photo, courtesy of @Medfield Athletics on X. As of Thursday, February 6th, Medfield boys hockey remains undefeated with 16 wins, no losses, and a tie on the season. Medfield girls basketball has also clinched the TVL small title. They went 14-1 through their first 15 games. The team has averaged over 60 points per game, while only giving up around 36 points per game. Medfield continues their winning streak and has won 10 straight games. This photo, courtesy of the Norton Lancers page on X, @NHS Lancer Sports unveils their new Division II South Sectional Golf title banner from the 2024 fall season. Norton Golf went 10-6 during regular season play, winning their last four and capturing the South Sectional title in the postseason. Medfield alum are all over the NCAA. In girls basketball, Kate Olnick received well-deserved recognition for her tremendous performance at Colby University, and Medfield girls lacrosse alum are ready to start their new NCAA season. Erin Sullivan, Catherine Blake, Kelly Regan, Annie McCarthy, Isabella Iannone, Alex Blake, Alex Profrock, Caitlin Nicotera, and Mary Panciocco, as well as Kelly Blake. Congratulations to AJ Pinette on signing his letter of intent to play football at Assumption. Pinette out of Dedham High School. AJ Pinette is the all-time leading rusher in Dedham football history, finishing his career with 5,528 rushing yards, which ranks 9th most in Massachusetts high school football history. The Ashland Medway Girls Hockey Co-op celebrated senior night. Here are some great shots of the seniors with their families, courtesy of @Medway Athletics on X. The team is right on the cusp of a playoff spot and currently ranks 32nd in the Division II state tournament bracket. On February 5th, teams across the TVL celebrated Girls and Women in Sports Day. Congratulations to all the incredible female athletes and coaches throughout the TVL who make the Tri-Valley League, in my maybe biased opinion, the very best in the state, and certainly one of the most competitive around. It is an honor for us to cover your incredible athletic careers and accomplishments. Last but not least, congratulations to Westwood Wolverines boys varsity hockey. On Wednesday, February 5th, they captured a 4-3 overtime win over the Hopkinton Hillers and officially clinched a playoff spot for their 42nd consecutive time. Nolan Lewis scored the game-winning goal that gave the Wolverines their 10th win of the season. It was my pleasure to work with Morgan Donahue and the Westwood Media Center team and assist with the call of the game. Westwood clinches a state tournament spot with a record of 10-6-0. Westwood currently holds the state record for hockey state tournament appearances in Massachusetts. A couple things that Norwood out of the TVL Large and Medway out of the TVL Small have in common. First, they're both very good athletic programs. Secondly, they are both named the Mustangs. And thirdly, they've both been involved in some big games recently. Rob Marshalsea from Norwood Community Media gets you up to date with Norwood, and then we'll get you up to date with Medway. Here is the Mustangs update.
I'm Ron Marshalsea, and this is your sports update. The girls basketball team took down Hopkinton 45-37 and Ashland 61-46. Ava Morad had 18 points, and Izzy Morgan and Cece Becker provided some much-needed energy for the Mustangs. They are at Westwood on the 7th at 5, host Dedham on the 11th at 6, and then the Mustangs are at Holliston on Valentine's Day at 6 o'clock. The boys basketball team lost to Hopkinton off a 3-point buzzer beater, but they got back in the win column against the Clockers 70-39 on senior night. They are at Westwood on the 7th at 6:30, then they host Holliston on the 13th at 7, then they're at Bedford on the 19th for their final regular season game at 5 o'clock. The girls hockey team went 1-1 in the past week, taking down the 7th-ranked Medfield Warriors in overtime 4-3, but coming up just short against Hopkinton. Ava Hines buried the game-winning goal against Medfield, and the other 3 goals were scored by Emily Spadorsha and Quinn Brown, who scored her first varsity goal. NCM was there against Hopkinton for senior night, and while they didn't get the win, Katie Malley scored this fantastic goal off the pass from Emily Spadorsha. They have 2 Saturday games in a row, heading to Ashland on the 8th and Dedham on the 15th. The boys hockey team sit at 7-8 after a tough stretch of losses, but they finally got back into the win column with a massive 5-1 win over Holliston Wednesday night. 5 different Mustangs found the back of the net in this one: TJ Martin, Owen McDougall, Jason Gillis, Braden Lee, and Sviat Antipkin. The Mustangs host Westwood, Hopkinton, and head to KP for their final 3 games of the season. The wrestling team is now 14-9 after getting wins over Lincoln Sudbury, Belmont, and Billerica, but lost to Woburn and Foxborough. They have 1 more meet in the regular season, and it's at home against Walpole and Whitman Hanson on Saturday the 8th at 10 a.m. At their final regular season meet and on senior night, the swim and dive team gets the big win over Medfield 94-51. NCM was there with Joe Panola and Sarah Sullivan on commentary, and they got to talk with some of the swimmers, including senior captain Bridget Sopel, who qualified for states in the 100 breaststroke on senior night.
It's 1:16:48 is what we're watching. She's got about 6 seconds to do it in the event. 14, 15, yes. And she gets it.
She qualified. Oh, that is fantastic. What a swim by Bridget Sopel.
And a deafening cheer here at Blue Hills Pool. Bridget Sopel has qualified for states in the girls' 100 breast with a time of 1:15:58, besting the state's time by almost a full second. We're privileged now to be joined by Bridget Sopel, who is heading to states in the 100 breast. Bridget,
yes,
congratulations.
Thank you.
How does that feel? I know that was close,
yes.
and you made it at the end there, closed it in, and congrats on that.
Thank you. It's so exciting. We qualified in our relay already, but it just feels so good to qualify individually and be able to do that.
Now, Coach Curtin, before the meet, was talking to me about some times to watch. I have it right here, and you'll see it, that we have to watch Bridget Sopel in the 100 breast, as that was going to be real close. I was expecting this to come down to like a millisecond or 2, but you almost beat that state's time by almost a full second the way that
yes.
things went. Do you have any idea when you're swimming how close you are or if you're on pace or not?
I think when I got to the end over there and I saw Colleen and Sophia like yelling at me to go, I was just like, okay, I need to last lap really push it. And I really wanted to qualify, so that really helped me.
We know you're a competitor. 3-sport
yes.
athlete here at the
yes.
school on the hill. Now, can you hear them when they're cheering you on,
yes.
or is that just, okay, so even through the pool in the water?
They are loud. When I got to that wall there, they were crouched down, screaming in my face, and I knew I needed to go.
To watch the swim meet and any games this winter season in full, be sure to head to the on-demand feature at norwoodcommunitymedia.org. The gymnastic team's quad meet with Medfield, Medway, and Norton got moved to Monday, February 10th at 7 o'clock. And that is all I have for this sports update. I'm Ron Marshalsea.
Congratulations to Medway Mustangs cheer, who captured the Division III title and also took the top overall score at the Billerica competition. Medway beat out all other teams in every division. Medway girls cross country relay team ran a 1 minute 53.62 and the 4x200 at the TVL meet to qualify for the state tournament. The Medway boys cross-country relay team broke a 13-year-old school record in the 4x800 with a time of 8:34.53. Congratulations to Medway Millis Gymnastics. They took first place at the TVL meet and had some incredible performances. Here's a look.
Great job. Here comes Amanda Fletcher. Great job. Great job, Julia. Great job, Amanda.
Medway Mustangs boys basketball clinched the outright TVL small title on Tuesday, February 11th with a 58-55 win over Millis. The Mustangs improved to 12-6 on the season. Millis falls to 8-9. Congratulations to the Medway Mustangs for capturing the TVL small title in a very competitive division. The recent amount of buzzer beaters and game-clinching plays for the Hopkinton Hillers over the past couple of weeks might have set a record for the most game-clinching plays in such a short time frame. Here's a look at some of the most wildest finishes I've ever seen.
That's deflected away. 1:13 left to go. Over to win. Pedroli. Shot! In! And it's a score for the Hillers, Matt Pedroli! And now sent out in front of the net. In the high slot, and it's tied up! Matt Pedroli again! Gets it over to win. From the top of the circle, out in front, puck is loose. Battle for it. There's a shot by Pedroli, and the Hillers win! Matt Pedroli rings it in, and the Hopkinton Hillers overcome a 2-goal deficit with just over a minute left. Pearson coming around with it, takes the shot, and it's in. Here she comes. McPherson driving in, backhander, and count it. Stolen away, Hillers have it. McPherson putting on moves, approaching, backhander, and it is going to be another score for the Hillers. There goes the crowd again. Pat Connell at the line. The senior trying to tie the game for the Mustangs. And he does. 2.7 seconds left. Hillers going to have to take a buzzer beater. The pass, the shot, and it's in! Oh, wow! Mitch Simulus! Mitch Simulus buries it! And the Hillers are going to win! 54-51! Absolutely unbelievable! Dean sends it over. McPherson trying to dig it out. 13 seconds. Puck squirts out in front of the net. Into the right circle, and it's put in! Wow! Savannah Rivera! The puck was upright, just kind of floating towards the right circle. Rivera saw it, rushes over to it, and ties up the game with 8 seconds left. Unreal. Can the Hillers get a buzzer beater? We shall find out. Pearson gets it out. Sent
by Barroso. Jean with it now. Jean looking to approach. 5 seconds left. Takes a shot! Oh, wow! Lucy Jean rings it in, and the Hillers win! 3 seconds left! Another unbelievable moment for a Hillers team this week. Absolutely unbelievable. Coming up next, we check in on the Westwood Wolverines plus a whole lot more. You're locked into TVL Sports Net. Don't go anywhere. This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLSports.net. TVLSports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school. Welcome back to TVL Sportsnet. Some epic rivalries have been rejuvenated over the past couple of weeks as we get into the final few games of the winter season. Hopkinton and Westwood is one of those rivalries that has met up quite a bit as of late. Morgan Donahue from Westwood Media Center and myself teamed up to call some TVL action. Here's a look at some great Tri-Valley League highlights and some interviews with some unbelievable athletes.
Ooh, that's good.
3-point game. And Coach Greco wants to talk about it. Gets it over. Rabinovich up
Gotta launch it.
4
Gotta launch
seconds. And she launches it. Oh! Wow! Megan Grady ties it up. Wow! Unbelievable! We are going to overtime. Megan Grady knocks down the buzzer beater 3, and the game heads to overtime, tied at 41. Gets it over. Along the wing, Grady. Kaharic down the lane, off the glass and in.
Here's a steal.
Good steal there by Grady. Driving down Rabinovich. Oh. Yes! Abby Rabinovich. Wow. Kaharic. Gets it in. Up and in. Plus the foul. Abby Rabinovich.
There it is.
Up and in. There it is. Guess who? Abby Rabinovich.
Really?
Abby Rabinovich dropped 7 points in overtime and had 14 points overall as the Hillers get the big win over a good Dedham team in overtime by a final of 50-43. The Hillers improved to 8-7. Dedham falls to 8-6 on the season.
Well, to work it back to Timmy Malloy, sends it off to Blomquist. He shots and he scores! Sean Blomquist on a pass from Timmy Malloy finds the back of the net to put the Wolverines up 1-0, 4 minutes into this first. They got Dumais up top in the umbrella. Matt Donovan with the look. Shot, score!
Right in glove side. Such a small gap to get it through. And Matty Donovan sneaks it through. Preferably a home game or two.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, and we got a penalty called coming up again. Shot and a score by Timmy Donovan. There was a delayed penalty being called, but a nice pass coming out to Timmy Dunn in front of the net, and he roofed it up to the top left corner for the Wolverine goal and their third goal. Westwood nets 3 goals in the first period. It remained a 3-0 Westwood lead heading into the third period. Oh, and a
Oh, look at that! What a score that was. An absolute snipe from the top of the left circle by Parker Wynn.
Yeah, he used his speed to get back into the play. And
there you go.
Big goal there.
Petroli finds Siglin just waiting there, and Siglin shoves it in.
The puck sent back in by the Hillers. They're going to work their power play. 3 seconds, 2. 1 left on the original one, so it's now 5-on-4. Shot on net, turned away by Quinn. The second one ties it up.
Popped in. Hillers tie the game at 3. and the game goes to overtime.
Allow the players to walk in on a shot like that off the crossbar. That was a shot by Sullivan. Bay up top finds Lewis who's walking in. Shot, score!
Nolan Lewis nets the game-clinching goal in overtime and takes advantage of the power play opportunity to give Westwood the 4-3 win over the Hillers.
Westwood, 4-3 winners over the Hopkinton Hillers. Big game. They've now solidified themselves, punching their ticket for the 2025 MIA playoffs, and have continued the streak 42 years in a row of punching their ticket for the MIA playoffs. Remarkable, the longest in the country. But most importantly, got out there and got a big win. How important was that for you guys? The last couple games were tough, but to come away with a big win today and get the train back on the tracks.
It was awesome. Just had our backs up against the wall, knew we had to get 42, and just did it tonight.
Hopkinton, they came out there and played. They played like their playoff lives are on the line, and a lot of these teams are. King Philip was like that the other night. What was the feeling in the locker room, and what was the message said after a couple periods of making sure that you guys stayed in it, kept the head focused?
Just got to stay there mentally, just play our game, win it.
Absolutely, and we mentioned the 42-year streak. You're now part of it. Your uncle, Timmy Lewis, is part of it. How special is it to have that connection with family, the same program, and what does that mean to the culture of Westwood hockey to have something that goes on that long where you have this link between your family members now?
It's awesome. Just a lot to talk about with my uncle and my family, so just great to feel.
And Nolan, the biggest goal in your young career in the Wolverines in overtime, you called the game. It was a walk-off. What were the emotions for that? And how big was that for the confidence to score that game winner?
Great for the confidence. I was so excited. Just had a big part, but we played a really good game, so just great to finish it.
What'd you see there, too? You guys are on a power play. You were up on top. Brady was kind of the top of the umbrella. You're one of the, kind of the half-wall guys. I saw you originally, you went out of the zone to kind of create a different angle. Then when you got that pass, do you see that space and just say, hey, I'm taking advantage of this, I'm walking this in, and I'm going to bury it? Well, what did you see there, and ultimately that turned into the game-winning goal?
Yeah, no, that's our thing, just get some speed coming into the zone, and then I was looking for the backdoor pass, but I just saw an opening, so I took it.
Oh, and just missed on that connection was Lewis, and Hickson Levering scores with the snipe! When I said at the beginning of the game, wait till you see her shot. She has got a rocket.
Yes, she
there
does.
It is. Playing with kids 3-4 years older than them, you couldn't tell. Shot, score! Aaron Gannon on a deflection from Liz Levering. Great combination of different players from different lines that maximize the different looks they can get opportunity-wise. Pass on the back door to Ash. Shot, save, and a goal by Presley on the doorstep.
Crowd the net and overwhelm the defense, and it pays off.
Presley is relentless. We are joined by Aaron Gannon, Liz Levering, and Abby Presley, players that had a huge impact on tonight's game. Girls, how you feeling after a big win versus rival Medfield?
Yeah, it was a good win. We played great. I think really picked it up in between the second and third period, and that made us play better, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I feel great because we all got really excited for the third period and really pulled it out.
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
When that puck comes back to you, what's your mindset? Are you thinking shot first, or are you kind of anticipating ahead of time to see what your options are before you make, the final decision?
I feel like I'm really anticipating ahead of time. I mean, I always try and have my head up, and if there's a chance to shoot, then I'll take that. But also, if there's a good pass open, then I look for that.
Yeah. Well, if you were to tell yourself the type of freshman year you'd have with all these goals, would you imagine that it would be what you're doing right now?
No way. I think it was really lucky, soccer, and then this season's really fun too. Yeah.
You guys came out and you were, foot on the gas in the third period, scoring 3 unanswered, getting the lead, and then closing out the game.
Yeah, we really, picked it up in the locker room. Everyone was really hyped. We needed to, bring up the energy.
Yeah, I feel like everybody really got excited, and we didn't want the same thing to happen as the first game, so I feel like that really set the tone for the third.
Yeah, we really need to change our energy and get really hyped. So yeah.
Ooh, taking a absolute beating behind, and then none other than Matt Pajoli blasts one in. Moore puts it up the near side. And the Hillers have the numbers here. Sent over, and it's popped in! A beauty of a feed from Hayward to Resnick. Both teams net 2 goals apiece in the second period, and it was a 5-4 Dedham lead heading into the third. Turned away, puck still loose, and it's sent out. Top of the circle now. Ristner by Wynn, and he pops it in! Parker Wynn ties it up! What a shot that was! Hayward up against Holton. Yeah, Resnick trying to send it out. There's a shot! And the Hillers take the lead! None other than the captain, James Hayward! Pajoli got by him, but Pajoli picks it back up. Sends it to the right circle, a swing and a miss there. As Colton Morrow tries to stuff it in, and then they get it in front of the net, and they're gonna get another goal. And that is going to be courtesy of Parker Wynn. There's another one wristed up the ice by Wynn. No icing. Sent across, intercepted by Hayward around the goalie. There he is, a hat trick. James Hayward with the hat trick. Hillers net 4 goals in the third period and would end up taking the win. 8-6, junior James Hayward returns to the lineup and in his first game back nets a hat trick and had multiple assists. Hopkinton improves to 7-7-2 on the season. Dedham falls to 10-4-0. That is going to do it for this edition of TVL Sports Net. A big thank you to all who joined us. We'll have another episode coming your way in the very near future to keep you up to date with the Tri-Valley League. A big thank you to all the local stations also airing this program, and for our tremendous HCAM studio crew. I'm Tom Nappy. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.